It's so much more predictable because you have these specific sections for the synopsis, for highlights, and it's extracting all of the useful information, and it's just so much more easily digestible when it's laid out in this predictable format compared to different journals having different styles, wherein the 15,000 words is the one sentence that makes it make sense. Scholarcy just brings that to your attention for you. Scholarcy has the spotlight feature, so you can go directly to the key facts, the important points and the contributions, but it's also then within the article, so you can see what the surrounding text is. You can pick up on the nuance from reading that whole paragraph, but you don't have to search through it yourself. You can click on spotlight, click on important points, you can find whichever point it is that you want to read into, and you can read the surrounding text. It presents it for you much nicer than if you've just got a wall of text with the odd table and a couple of figures. So the fact that you've got this searchable library, you can search by keywords from the paper or from your own notes. It means that if you want to go back to something and recap it, 30 seconds and you're there. Whereas with paper notes, you have to go Control F on a written piece of paper. We're not there yet. It's so much easier through Scholarcy libraries. Understand how long it takes you to read one paper through the flashcards. When you've then got a series of papers, you can then accurately judge roughly how long it will take you to go through 5 textbook chapters or 5 academic papers. If you know that you've got 15 minutes for your pizza to cook in the oven and it takes you 6 minutes to read a flashcard, you can comfortably read 2 papers in that time and not have this sense of urgency to go, I've got my timer on my phone. You can go, cool, I've got 15 minutes. I can really easily go, okay, let's go into this paper. Let's read through the important points. Let's give it some digestion time. Let's go on to the next one. And once you've done with that, you've got some time to kind of mull it over, digest all of the information, then your timer goes off. Change of scenery. You can go to the kitchen, grab your dinner, fuel your brain for the next study session. It's so much nicer because it's more predictable. The overhead time in finding the useful information is just completely gone. Scholarcy brings it right there for you. A lot of students find burnout because they've got so much to do, and the ratio of amount of tasks to kind of the success at them is not necessarily there. Whereas with Scholarcy, because you've got these flashcards that are so much more approachable, you can gamify it. You can have the to-do list, read this paper, read that paper, and you can keep on ticking them off of your to-do list, and you can get that sense of achievement because you've actually been going through the reading list because it's so much more accessible. It's not 5 textbook chapters to go through. How am I going to get all of this information out? That's going to take me 3 weeks to read. You could go through a chapter a night through Scholarcy, and then you've got so much more time. You've got more time to then prepare for your written work for the exam that's coming up. It's not quite as last minute as it used to be, so you've got more time to pace yourself. You've got more time to do some self-care, go for a long walk, get a bath bomb kind of thing. You've got more time for yourself to focus on.